we discussed multiple ways of animating in text, like with presets or using trim paths. Another lesson we did in class, I'm going to make a new composition, 1920 by 1080, 24 pixels, 7 seconds long, that's fine. We made the letter E, but we animated it in through shapes that created the letter. So we're going to go layer, new, shape layer, and we're going to be doing all rectangles for this. Rectangle, add, fill, we'll make the color that color for now. So I want this to be taller, so I'm just clicking on the middle path right there and dragging. I'm going to want it to be a little bit thinner for this demonstration, a little about there and a little taller, just so you can see it nice and easy. Okay, and I'm going to move it over to here. Now, the anchor point is crucial for all your animations when you're doing techniques like this. I'm going to want it to be over here in the corner so that it animates up at a diagonal in this motion. So of course I use my pan behind tool up at the top. I select that. Hold down the command key to snap it to that corner. So now my anchor point's here and it'll animate this way. So I'm going to duplicate this layer. I want to make sure I'm on the layer, not the effect. My black arrow tool. I'm going to duplicate it 3 times. Command D, Command D, Command D. Okay, and I'm going to hide these 3. I'm going to scale this, so I'm pressing the S key, or like I said, you could twirl the arrow, transform, scale, but I'm saving time and space by just hitting the S key. I'm going to click my stopwatch, just move this down in time. I'm going to add a keyframe. Now I'm going to use the arrow key to go back to my first one, make this 0. Okay, so now it's scaling up in the direction I want it to. I'm going to want the next bar to come in. So these 3 bars, the duplicates, we're going to want them rotated sideways 90 degrees, so that they're sideways. I'm not keyframing their rotation. I'm just going to hide these, select, deselect, and hit the U key to hide them all. Okay, this bar I'm going to want up here. This one I'm going to want in the middle. This one I'm going to want at the bottom right there. I'm going to want all of these shorter, so I'm using this one to scale them down to about there. Okay, I'm liking that. And the middle one I'll make a little shorter than the other 2, like that. Now it's looking like in the letter E. I'm going to move this up a little bit. Sorry, I hit the microphone with my arm. Okay, I'm going to want this one to animate straight in from there. So I'm going to move the anchor point down to there. Now I'm going to scale it, hit the S key. Where do I want it to come in? Right after this comes up, like that. So I'm going to add my first keyframe here, move in time. Like I said, it's all about the distance. Going back to the first keyframe, making it 0. So as this one comes up, then the other one comes in like such. The next one, the middle one, I'm going to want it to come in right about here since something's going on. I'm going to hit S for scale. Now, in class, for this demonstration, I wanted this in the top middle because I want it to animate straight down. This is an example of when you're going to unclick your scale. That's side to side. Okay, this will be the top and bottom because we rotated it 90 degrees. It's actually this one. So I'm going to make my keyframe here for where I want to come in. Go over in time, another keyframe. Right here, like I said, I unclicked that. I'm going to make this a 0 because if I scaled both of them, the animation would be completely different, but now it's pushing down. That's the look I want. And for my last one, I'm just going to have it come in from the top corner down diagonally. And I'm going to have it start right here. So I'm going to hit S. Obviously, I got to move my anchor point first. I'm holding down Command to lock it to that point. So now, when I animate it in over time, from here to there, add add my other keyframe. I'm going to go backwards. 0. So now all the letters will animate on in the order, all the shapes of the letter will animate on in the order I want them, in the direction I want them. That is an example of creating a shape in as you want it, and you could get as creative as you want. You could later then have, once it's already on, right there, I can go layer, new, shape layer. As we did before with paths, I'm going to go path. I'll click here, 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 there again, back down. Oops, nope, that's not what I want. I'll go here, here, add stroke. I'll make the color right there. And then you'll see I'll add another one in. I'll add paths, trim paths. Change this to 0. Go over here, make it 100. I'm just arbitrarily picking times. So that's going to animate on like that. I'm going to duplicate it and use my minus tool. Get rid of you, and you, and you. Keep just you, move it down to here. Change this point. To there. And I will offset this animation so it comes in at the right time. I don't want it there yet. See how I'm just sliding the whole layer down? This is where I want it to start coming in. Like that. And that's just one way of gaining some interest. You could also duplicate the shapes and have them come in different colors and offset them the same way. Whatever you want, the choice is up to you. That's just doing it, breaking a letter into shapes and animating them in one piece at a time and bringing back the old trim paths again on top of it for some visual interest. Again, this will be for when you're animating your initials for the intro to your motion graphics reel.